Hey everyone, I hope you're having an amazing day so far and thanks for tuning in into this video. In this training video, we're going to be covering the Forms and Checklist module. It's a great way to create your own custom forms that your office and field staff can use. So let's get started. We'll head over to Menu at the very top and click on Forms and Checklist under Documents. Once here, you'll see that the main dashboard is very similar to the other dashboards within Contractor Foreman. You can see a list of all the forms that are ongoing or have been submitted down here, and if you'd like to take a look at all your existing templates, which either you've created or default as part of Contractor Foreman, they can be found over here. If you're looking for a specific form, you can use the search function at the top left-hand corner, or use the filter button and filter via creation date, status, and type. In addition, there's a few more buttons on the top right hand corner which you might want to check out. There's a watch a how-to training video, which is likely how you got to this video in the first place. But in addition to the video, there's also a number of articles answering frequently asked questions and other best tips and practices on how to use the module. In addition, we also have a suggestion new feature button. If there's a feature that you'd like to recommend or something that we can improve on this module, feel free to drop us a note. We're always looking to improve at Contractor Foreman and we're always launching updates. If you have a suggestion, feel free to drop us a note and we'd love to hear your feedback. And lastly is the module settings button. This is specific to the Forms and Checklist module, but if there are certain custom fields that you'd like to add or add generic projects for your forms, you can do so here. So let's go ahead and create a new form together. I'll go ahead to the top right hand corner and click on plus template and click on new form basic. Here we can now create a new form. Let's say that we want to create a form for daily check-in and some questions we need our field staff to answer before they start their day. So I'll call this form daily check-in. And we can fill out require signature when submitting form. We'll hit yes on this and go ahead and click on create form. So now we can go ahead and on the left hand side there's a number of different fields that we can start adding in order to include our questions. First, what I'll do is I'll hit on employee, and now I have the employee tab. So when the employee is going out and filling out this form, he can go ahead and choose himself from this list. In addition, let's go ahead and choose some questions that we need him to answer. So we can click on radio group and present option A or option B type of question. So for example, I'll hit edit on this question and let's make this a required one. And we'll ask, are you wearing all required PPE equipment? And for option A, we'll hit yes, option no, option B is no, and please speak with site super. And if we need to, we can add another option as well. So I'll hit close on this. This is now safe. And we can ask maybe one more question, a text field, and we can ask, are there any site obstacles that need to be reported? And this can be something that the employee can fill out if needed. So I'll hit close over here. And with that, we'll go ahead and get this form completed. So once you're ready to go with the form, you'll see on the left-hand side that the progress on the form is right now draft. We can change it to publish, ready to use, or if we want to keep it for do not use to allow other staff members to know that this form shouldn't be used, we can change it to this red do not use status. You can publish it by clicking on the publish status or heading down to the bottom left-hand corner and clicking on publish. Now your form is ready to go. You'll notice that there's on the left hand side you can include any internal notes that you like into this form, as well as files and upload any files, documents, or photos to be associated with this form. In addition, if you'd like to use this template for other forms or keep this template but create another one copying this, you can head over to the top right hand corner where the three dots are and click on copy this template to copy it elsewhere. If you'd like to make edits to the form that you've created after it's been published, simply head over to the top right hand corner and click on edit this template, and you can make any changes as required. Once completed, let's head back, and there's another form template that we can create. Let's head over to the top right hand corner and click on new form advanced. The advanced form allows for certain different options to be selected which aren't available for the basic form, and a number of different configurations that you can play around with. So for this form name, let's say that we want to create one for an incident review. Let's say an incident happens on site and we want to amalgamate all the different information that we have about that incident so we can make a form on it. So let's call this incident review, and I'll leave the signature for this form, and we'll go ahead to click on create form. Immediately you can see that on the left hand side there's a number of new different options that you can select, including customer, customer multiple, project, equipment, employee, so on and so forth. And there's a number of UI changes that you can make along here on the right hand side as well. So let's get started about this incident report. Let's say that we want to combine all that information that's available for this incident. We can go ahead and choose maybe the project that this was on, and also choose any equipment that was on site. And let's also put in all the different multiple employees who are available on site. And let's also choose a radio group. So we can put in, for this incident, was this incident avoidable and covered during safety training? And we can add multiple options if needed. Yes, no, safety training did not cover, etc., etc., and add more items, so on and so forth. As mentioned, in addition to the additional fields on the left-hand side, you also have a few options to play around with on the right-hand side. For example, if we go ahead and start clicking through, you can see for general items, you can make the surveys read only. You can include a progress bar if needed, or show a table of contents. You can also change the question order so it's random, or align it left to the bottom. Or you can go ahead and also create an external link that can be added after the form's been submitted, or after the survey's been submitted. This is a great tool to use if you're looking to share this form to be completed by potential customers or contractors or vendors, and you have a ton of customization and variability to include into your forms. Similar to the basic form, once you've completed this form, you can head over to the bottom left-hand corner, hit publish, and go ahead and publish your survey. So with that, we've now completed the training for forms and checklist. I hope you've learned a lot from this video training, and this is a great module to use to create your own custom forms and help recreate the forms that you may need to complete as a hard copy, or for other items that you need your office and field staff complete. And if you need help or have any further questions, feel free to reach out to us by the live chat or send us an email at support@contractorforeman.com. And if you'd like to have any more in-depth training, make sure to book a session on our training page. Thanks for watching, and see you in another video. Thanks.